Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. What I want to talk about today is I actually want to talk about something called the financial house. You see, one problem that people might have is they might look at all these different areas of personal finance and think like, man, like which one's the most important? So I have an order of operations when it comes to the most important parts of someone's financial situation. So part number one, right, is in a home. Most people usually look at the curb appeal, right? So in that case, that would be our goals and our dreams, right? The fast cars, the nice houses, things like that. We know, though, that when you're looking at a house, what really matters the most and what's probably the least sexy is the foundation. Because no matter how pretty that home may be, if the foundation is messed up, everything else on top of it will be messed up as well. So in finance, that very unsexy but most important piece is going to be life insurance. Because you see, what builds everything else is going to be the income side of things, right? If you have no income, then it doesn't matter how much you want to retire with, you can't even fund it anymore, right? If you want to get off out of debt, it doesn't matter if there's no money to be able to get you out of debt, right? So that's the first step. Second step is then going to be the emergency side. We all know that life is unpredictable, right? And there's going to be emergencies that happen. And if you don't have your bases covered, one issue, as we've all seen in our lives and others, can completely financially wreck someone. The third area that we look at is then going towards retirement, right? We all do not want to work forever. We all know that. And the way we're going to do that is by figuring out how to retire. So Roth IRAs, 401ks, all sorts of things like that. The next most important area would then be tackling our debt. You see, one issue I see in people's lives is they treat debt as the most important piece to this. That's not true at all. You see, that's step number 4, right? And a lot of times we can convince ourselves because maybe we're insecure at the fact that we owe someone else money that we feel like we have to get rid of that first. In reality, though, that's not often the case. Because if we don't have our emergency covered and if we don't have a way to eventually get out of it, then it doesn't matter if we're debt free or not, right? We're still going to be stuck working. The last area would then be the education side of things, right? This would be for those of us who are able to be in a position to then help our kids and others flourish as well. So you see, I hope that helps put a little bit of a map towards what actually matters when it comes to your finances. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.